So this is a ship that was recently made by Cool Gamer Tag. It is a railgun and it has a thermal resonance beam in the back to soften up shields, soften up the armor, and make it a lot easier for the railguns to penetrate the enemy ship. According to Cool Gamer Tag, this ship has been really OP in the games that they played, and I do believe them actually. Um, Even the new track formula also heavily benefits this ship because now it's gonna be much easier to just ram lock this railfan. And even in a ram lock, I'm not sure if the enemy ship would win because the thermal resonance beam in combination with the railguns is just that strong, even if you cannot fan the railguns. The railguns themselves are not overclocked, they are just short railguns, so it's it's just going for a pure DPS instant punish build. Okay, so I want to make a ship similar to this, and what I want to try is I want to try to supply those dilation pumps with energy because currently you kind of don't need to, but I will at least rudimentarily I don't know, I will just make a path and place some doors maybe. I don't know, we will see about that. And but the main modifications I want to make is, for one, I want to remove those capacitors because traditionally with those kinds of ships you don't need those capacitors necessarily. So I'm just not going to use them. And I want to try something really greedy. I want to try and remove an entire medium reactor. So I want to try and power my entire ship off of just a single overclocked medium reactor. Oh, and the last addition I want to make is I want to implement the overclocked tractor beam. So for anyone who doesn't know what the overclocked tractor beam does, when you overclock it and activate this thing right here, the tractor beams charge up and they push enemy ships away. Right now it looks it's a bit weird, like the ship instantly stops and doesn't continue flying because the drag formula doesn't really support this happening. It doesn't really like it. Um, but it definitely does work to just dislaunch enemies and force them, like give you some more time to get a fan off and kill the opponent so that they cannot ramlock you. So those are all of the things I want to do different on my version of this ship. So I would say let's just get to it. Let's place that medium reactor. I probably want the tractor beam like directly above it for the quickest supply times. And yeah, the issue is just gonna be overclocking this, but I think I can just get a cable like from down there, like here. If you look at Cool Gamer Tech ships, only the bottom part of the ship has cables, and it's gonna be exactly the same thing with my ship. So um, I gotta be careful with that. Okay, so the thermal resonance beam. Maybe I will place the crew first. Yeah, I can place crew here. Then I can place a walkway here to supply the thermal resonance beam in the back. Yeah, that's nice. Could also do this. Ah, this is fine. Oh, do the crew have to walk around all the way around? That would be bad. Maybe this is better. because the crew also have to get to the thermal resonance pumps right here. I mean, sorry, the dilation pumps. Okay. I want it centered here. Okay, so I could also place those here. Okay. Okay. Whatever. I can place some wire through here. Connect everything up. Okay, and how am I gonna get a wire up to the tractor beam? Um, I think that's just gonna be a problem for future me. Alright. Okay. I will definitely want to also armor up the everything here. So I will immediately place some armor like this, because the reactor is the most vulnerable part on the ship, and the front armor is really lacking on the ship most of the time because I have to fit so many railguns, so there isn't really a lot of space for armor. So yeah, that's why having armor, internal armor in this case, can be pretty nice. All right. Okay, I will. Yeah, I will do this for now. Okay. 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 This leaves me with a lot of internal space there. What if I moved the dilation? What if I just moved the dilation pumps up? Like right here. What if I just had dilation pumps on both sides of the walkways? It would, if I did that, I would require double the amount of wire. So it would be kind of cost inefficient, but it might be more space efficient, which is more important. So that might be a consideration. Oh, and I can already see that this is probably going to be very command point efficient. I will place the railguns before I'll do anything else. Because placing those railguns is probably gonna be fairly easy. Hmm. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like the ships like this, they need logistics different to anything that we ever had before. Yeah, this gap in the center that I need because of the tractor beam is kind of awkward here. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Okay. I'm just gonna need a separate or okay. I have an idea. I can use this armor storage that I have right here for all three of those railguns. Like this. Yeah. Okay, I will do this. Okay. And yeah, this will make for 12 railguns. Oh. Okay. 12 railguns. How much credits do I have left for now? Because I have the feeling that I can place a lot more railguns than what I have right here. Okay. Let's just place this thing. Oh no, that's not. That's not good. Yeah, like this. Okay. Okay. All right. That's how many railguns? That's a lot of railguns. 16 railguns. Yeah, just for comparison, on this old railfan, I was able to fit 20 railguns. And I do have a lot of unnecessary thrusters and stuff. So yeah, but on this ship I have to fit a tractor beam and a thermal resonance beam. So 20 railguns probably isn't realistic to fit. So 16 is a pretty good amount actually. Yeah. I think 16 is gonna be fine. Okay, I will go with a storage like this. Okay. Okay, I think I will... yeah, I can leave them all up one space in suspension. That will allow for some better damage control when those storages explode. I can add some armor triangles for that. Alright. And now to using all of this empty space right there. Well, I guess before I do that, I can do something for my armor. Yeah. That's really bad weaving, whatever. Alright. That seems pretty decent. I know that Cool Gamer Tag likes to have very thick corners so that they can burn in a fight to tank with the corner while their railguns are reloading. Which is a pretty nice strategy, but yeah, this space right here is pretty weak to that. And it kind of is wasted credits in a lot of matchups and makes your ship slower. So I'm not really very sure on those thick corners. I think like 2 layers of armor is fine. Okay. And yeah, Cool Gamer Tag does use engine rooms, but what if I just used thrusters? Normal thrusters. Yeah. I think I can make this so much more compact. Okay. I think I will try it a bit differently than Cool Gamer Tag. I think I will really try to place those resonance pumps along here. I place the wire here, but what I will also do is I'm going to leave spaces in between. Like I will make these groups of 4. And then I will place thrusters here. And oh, right here. And that way I'm not wasting the wire. And I think those thrusters should get enough energy, hopefully. Maybe. I'm really not sure if they do. Okay, I can safely delete this thing. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, that thruster on the corner is not worth it, but I don't care. Okay. Okay. That's pretty decent. I want to move all of this one space out, and that way I can actually do the connection with the tractor beam that I wanted to do basically from the beginning, like this. Yeah, that's nice. Now I have to place doors on all of those. Okay. 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 And I can place some armor triangles. I think placing like 6 or even 7 should be totally fine because the ship's rotation speed has gotten a lot slower. So I feel like I can even make the barrels longer. Okay, and I still need to place the thermal resonance beam. That one is gonna get placed here. And I need control points, which are going to get placed here and here. And this is getting a corridor and okay. Okay, that's pretty nice. Okay, I have a lot of budget left, but that's all gonna go missing for all of those radiators that I will have to place. Oh yeah. I can try to armor all of this up. if the heat dissipation dies, it wouldn't even be that bad. I just have to turn off overclock on my large thrusters. And yeah, and hopefully my opponent is so damaged that it won't matter that my turning speed is gonna be a lot slower. Okay. Okay, and I can place my radiators right like this. Okay. Okay, I need to place some pipe parts here, or those will not be connected to the heat system. And I think I have some space here in the center for some thermal battery. Yes. This will require me to place more armor though. Okay, and this is still not on budget. Is it now? Yeah, radiators cost such ridiculously high prices. But do I really need that much? Probably not. Oh, I still need wires for my reactor overclock. Here it is. Okay, okay. I still need operator crew. So I definitely have to remove some of those anyways. Because all of those crew right here in the barracks, they are all going to be supply crew. Okay, some fire extinguishers. Are the fire extinguishers gonna blow up if I place them here? That would be funny. I'm not gonna test it. It's just gonna work. Okay. 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 Oh, this space right here would be really nice for a little barracks, actually. Okay. Like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And all of my operators are gonna be here. Please, operator, thanks. Yes. Oh, and the ship does need a lot of operators. Oh yeah. Okay. It's also gonna need a lot of supply crew. Okay. I don't need this door. So the idea is to these operate and supply the ammo. But here I need a lot more ammo supply because I have like this additional railgun on the side. So for that reason, I think I will do this. I think I tested this on the previous ship. I think this is enough. And I do this distribution. And that's enough to load them in time. Okay, and I still need more operators. Great. So I will place one right here. Okay. And I need one more quarter. Yeah. Okay, then I can just do it symmetrically by doing this. Oh my god. Oh, my walkways are in the wrong direction. Okay. And this walkway should be in this direction. No, because of the thrusters, whatever. Alright, and now to the assignments. Okay, I think both of those can be assigned to that. Both of those can be assigned to that. All right. Okay. And yeah, I'm actually on budget. If you believe it. Okay, let's add. Oh no, that's too much armor. One layer is enough for this. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. Overclock the small thrusters. Overclock both of these. This should be on push by default. Okay. Let's see how good the small thruster supply is. Pretty bad, actually. Yeah, that's an issue. Is it that bad? It is pretty bad. Maybe if I split the dilation pumps into groups of 2 instead of 4. No. Okay. Railguns get into group 1. The tractor beam gets into group 2. Okay. Oh, I'm actually missing crew. I'm not overstraining the reactor. But I can cut some radiators to get more crew. So this is what I'm gonna do. I will remove those radiators and I will just place more crew. I guess I can place crew here. Over this thing. Am I still not overstraining the reactor? No, I'm not. So this means I still need more crew. Those should only supply energy, not ammo. Yeah, I still need more crew. The thrust supply is just really bad. Yeah, I think this layout is interesting, but it's just bad. So, like, okay. Let's just place a whole new barracks here. Connect those up like this. And a little bit of armor so that it doesn't get destroyed immediately. That's fine. Yeah, this small reactor provides a ton of energy, but I just don't have enough crew. Oh yeah, now crew are finally starting to get idle. Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, let's assign all of those crew again. If only you could hold the right mouse button down when assigning stuff, that would be so nice. Oh yeah, all of the crew gets used up. That's really funny. But the thrusters do have decent supply now. They only stall sometimes. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. All of the crew is used up to supply the thrusters. Okay, what if I set the thrusters to the same priority as the railgun? Ugh. Where is the railgun? I have them at priority 6, so I set the large thruster to 6. They do still seem to prioritize the small thrusters somehow. Okay. What is the turning speed with this ship anyways? That is pretty bad, actually. But maybe it's gonna be fine. Okay. Okay, I often don't want to fire my stuff anyways. So maybe if I just occasionally fire my railguns, it's gonna be fine. Not really. Well, to be fair, for most opponents, I do only need 4 shots to kill them, probably, with the help of the thermal resonance beam and such. I think the sustain on the ship might really be fine. It doesn't look that great in creative mode, but when you actually play it, you don't have that many opportunities to shoot anyways. So I think this could be pretty decent actually. And yeah, okay. I will try to rotate at full speed and launch my railguns. Yeah, they can still escape the barrel, even if I rotate at full speed. So I can definitely make those barrels longer. Like this maybe. Okay. Okay, that costed you too many credits. Or maybe it's fine. Yeah. Okay, now if I rotate at full speed. Yeah, the railguns can still escape their barrels. They don't hit the sides of my barrel, so that's completely fine. Is there anything else I should do? Hotkeys are set up. I'm gonna need to set a hotkey for the tractor beam overload, most likely. But otherwise, this seems good. It seems good. Yeah, I'm gonna try this in game, and I'm curious how this ship will perform. All right, I'm fighting Neon's missile orbiter. Uh, oh, they have EMPs actually, and my railguns didn't fire. What? I got scammed. I got scammed so hard. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I did deal pretty nice damage to their center just now. Oh, and that's a reactor kill. GG. Okay, I'm fighting against Neon's missile orbiter once more. And okay, some decent damage. Ugh. Okay. The missiles were targeted in a bad place, which is lucky for me. Okay. And I got a few more shots in on the front. Okay. Yeah, my reactor is is working at its fullest. Oh, but that's a really nice angle for me. Yeah. They can't come at me with the front burst like that. That just gives me the perfect lineup to directly shoot the reactor. Yeah, so I have been pretty happy with the ship's performance. I think it definitely had some issues against avoiders because of the turning speed. But avoiders are pretty broken in general right now, so I'm not too worried about it. And it was really good against most ships. Okay. Okay, and I got the railgun shot off. Okay, and they lost control. GG. Yeah, I also activated the tractor beam overclock just in case they somehow got a ram, and that way I could dislaunch myself. But it wasn't necessary to use anyways. Normally, I would not really want to enter the nebula, but yeah, I'll just charge in for fun. Activate the tractor beam overclock just in case. Oh my god, those nukes! They directly hit my control room. Yeah, okay. Okay, very nice nukes from Neon there. Well, that's what you get for being overconfident. I activated my tractor beam too early. Okay, and in this match, the clouds are close to me, so now Neon can't abuse the clouds. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I think they kind of misjudged my range. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Okay, activate the tractor beam overclock. And the boost. Yep. Okay. Yeah, maybe, or maybe I can just set the tractor beam to push. Oh my god, those cannons are murdering me. I just can't get out of this ram somehow. Oh, and I got out of the ram. Okay, and for the next matchup, I'm immediately entering the nebula. Okay, and I got the kill off on some stuff. But all of my thrust was destroyed on one side, but they lost their control room. Okay. Activate the boost. I lose control over my ship because everything is on fire, but I still get the shot off.